Hey folks, it's Dwight with Peppermint Acres. Doing a little video today of our smaller quail shed. This is where our breeders are right now, and some of our grow outs. So I'm going to turn the camera around so you guys can see my shop here as we go in the building. So I'll turn this around for you. So this is our shop. So this is our door going into our brooder room for our incubators, our brooder setups, our hatchers. So I'm not going to go in there today, but so that is my information. There's my name, phone number on there. You can get a hold of me. So we are a licensed West Virginia game farm. I'll show you a permit up here because we are a licensed game farm because we keep Bob Whites, Tennessee Reds, and ringneck pheasant. In the state of West Virginia, you don't have to have the game farm license for the Catornix quail now. They took those off the list. You still have to have it for all the other game birds. So come on around. This is my sun shining up a little bit. So I have my permit, my license right here. Can't really see it, but it's the permit, the license on the outside of the building. That way if the DNR pulls in or any law enforcement that needs the numbers, it's there. Contact information's on the door so they can get a hold of me. There's also, when you go inside, there's another license permit that is on the door going in the brooder room. So that way it's there. Door swings to the inside. That way you can kind of keep things from going in. That screen on it. So this is one of my pens of, there's some Graufies, some Tibetans, some other crosses there, maybe a little bit of sparkly in them. I didn't breed these, I acquired those birds. Let's back up here. And this pen is going to be, there's some pharaohs. These are standards. There's a few Egyptians in here, but they're most just brown. It's just a brown cross. So they would just be a standard. They are panting, but that's because they're hot. They do have water. They have automatic feeders. My water system here is going to be redone, but it's a plastic tote, which we got to refill up here in a little bit, and comes down and branches off into cups to each pen. So those were brown standards. There's another pen of brown Pharaoh. It's kind of hard to see in here. There's not a lot of light on this side. And then another pen of same thing, brown Pharaoh. Those are standards. The standards are they're a good egg layer. They don't really reach the weight for the meat that we like, but they are a good egg layer. And then this is a pen that has some Italians, a few, so some Italians, there's a few root collars in there. I've been playing in the water. And then there's a small pen that I set up. Those are fab fees, and I think there's a growl fee in there. So it's your fab fees is what you'd be considered a silver pharaoh. They're still sexable, so feather sexable. It's a small pen of young Tennessee Reds, real flighty birds. So come back out of here. My water system for this side of the shed is a barrel that we fill from the outside with both of them, and it comes down through a line, and then it's the same way. It's pipeline to all the top cages. On the bottom, I have just waters in there right now, so we're going to replumb all this. We're redoing some of the plumbing. So here is a pen of whites. There's a few dotted white in there. There's 3 jumbos and 2 standards. That's just the whites I had to put a white pen together. And I have J feeders on almost all of all of my cages. Here's a pen of Jumbo Pharaoh or Jumbo Wild. There, people call them 3 different things. It's Jumbo Wild, Jumbo Pharaoh, Jumbo Brown. So either when you hear those names, Browns, Pharaohs, or Wild, they are basically talking about the same bird. It comes down to weight size whenever you go from standard to jumbo. When they need to make weight, a little bit of rooster happy there. Make weight by by 8 weeks, no later than 10 weeks. They need to make weight to be classified as a jumbo. Here's another set of brown wild. So there's 2 Egyptians. There's an Egyptian there, and then there's an Egyptian there. I'll do a video later on the collars because I can show you the difference between the Pharaoh, the Egyptian, the Fab Fee, and show you some um, points that you can check on them to be able to feather sex them. You'll be able to tell them from a distance. And then here's another pin of Jumbo Wild Pharaoh. We're really concentrating on the meat line of these birds. They produce really good eggs, but we're also really concentrating on breeding some really top quality meat birds to have some to sell, and also for our customers that we have. Here's another line of Jumbo Brown. Same way, they're panting. That's how they sweat. So these jumbos, even though they all look alike, they come from 3 different farms. Some really close friends of mine, I was able to get bloodline from all 3 of their farms, which allowed me to set my breeder pens up to take birds from each one of their farms and set up my own pens. That way I can start my line. These are Egyptian Fees. They're from a really close friend of mine. This is a line that he is working on. So they're really nice birds. They're a standard size, really cool collar. We can go into collar detail later. On the bottom pins right here are some of my Bob Whites from this year. Really wild, flighty bird. They're kind of hard to deal with. Start seeing males and females, and again, we'll do a collar video later of being able to tell them apart. They're really hard to get video of. And then we come up, we have, so they've got an egg here. So this is one of my sets of Bob White breeders. They commingle good. There's 3 females and 2 males in this pen. 4 females and 2 males in this pen. Like I said, and that is their egg. There's another little pen of little juvenile Bob Whites in here. So this is a bob white quail egg and a Catornix egg. So you're going to have a bob white, a jumbo Catornix, and the standard is going to be a little bit lower. Can't really get it out with one hand. But so that's that. I'm going to do a video later also about feed, but people ask me what I feed. I have a custom mix made. I like a crumble, but this is a meal that makes this custom feed for me to blend what I need. We make a little bit of adjustments to what we need, but we're getting it figured out. That's a 24% feed, protein feed, and I feed all of my birds that, chickens, quails, everything. So again, this is a little bit of video of this little setup in this barn. I have a fan. Forgot to show you. I do have a whiteboard with notes on it. It's a good thing to keep notes because you're always forgetting something. I'm always forgetting something. So this is, like I said, this is the small quail shed. Like I said, we're keeping breeders and some grow outs in here right now. All right, folks, thanks for watching. If this video helps you, if you like it, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. It helps us promote the quail community, helps us get our name out. Anything we can do, we'll try to help you. Thank you.